So the first reactions are coming up. So 23,752. It's absolutely flat. The Nifty bank is slipped into the red, but barely so. But some red there. 0.14 down. The mid-cap index is down, is flattish, but I mean nothing really as far as changes are concerned on the indices. The Sensex also absolutely flat. So nothing very much to show for, at least at the start at an index level. Stocks, of course, I'm sure will be a different kind of a reaction. Individual names would be popping up and selling off as well. The Nifty heat map should come into view, and they'll give you a first sense of what the overall picture is looking like, because the index is flat. So more down than up, 30 down, maybe 32, 33 down, and about 15, 18 stocks which are higher at this point in time. 10 points down on the Nifty. Surabhi.
All right, let's break it down and get into stocks then. Very, very flat on the Nifty, at least as of now. So let's see where the red is coming up from. Shriram Finance, Tech Mahindra, Indices Bank, SBI Life, Infosys, Wipro. So the early trends are telling us that financials and tech not looking too hot this morning. HCL Tech is down about 0.5%. Infosys dropping almost 1%. Let's see what TCS is doing ahead of numbers which come out tomorrow. TCS is absolutely flat for the time being. BEL, Bharti Airtel, HDFC Bank is quite weak, about 0.5% lower. So financials and tech not that great. Let's see the other side. Dr. Reddy's is reacting well to the fact that they're selling off one of those units in the US, I think, which is not of much use to them. 3% up now on that stock. ONGC is continuing its solid form from yesterday. Remember the CLSA note, which is very, very optimistic on ONGC. Another 2% on that stock this morning. And the positive brokerage commentary that we've seen on Reliance, that's rubbing off well on this one. RIL is up 1% as well. L&T is having a decent morning. Eicher Motors seeing some buying as well. Actually, M&M also on the upside. Autos largely are okay. M&M, Maruti, Hero, Eicher. Some green on autos, green on ONGC and Reliance. That pretty much sums up the picture. Actually, ITC and Lever as well. Some of these FMCG heavyweights coupled with Reliance are offsetting the weakness that banks and IT are showing at this point in time. So it's absolutely neutralizing itself. Banks and IT down, but you've got some of the other big boys holding up the green end.
Okay, all right. Let's focus on a few stocks. And Spandana Spurti continuing the gains that we saw yesterday. Bazooka move yet again. Massive volumes on that one, up 7.5%. Indofarm Equipment listed yesterday, ended in the green. Today, in fact, it's building onto that, up close to around 5%. Aegis Logistics, if I remember correctly, Jay Bala was quite positive on the charts with regard to Aegis Logistics. Yesterday, it went up, I think, 15%. Today as well, it's up close to around 4%. So solid move is what we're seeing on that particular name. What's not doing too well? Ola Electric, not the one for the faint-hearted. For the time being, the negative news flow is weighing on the stock, down close to around 3%. ITI, definitely not the one for the faint-hearted. Yesterday, the stock was down 10% from the top. In fact, today it's down another 5% or thereabouts. And Kalyan Jewellers, the sense you get is that the street has read something more into it, because the operational update wasn't bad. From yesterday's high, it corrected close to around 5%. Today, it's down another 2.5%. We'll have to wait to see what's the news flow on this one. But that's clearly a spot of bother out there. The stock is down even as we speak. So the headline index is more or less flattish. The mid-cap index, well, a little bit lower than what the headline index is doing, but plenty of stocks moving around. Ashiana Housing doing well. Borosil Renewables as well is higher in today's trading session. So big move is what we're seeing on a couple of these names. On the flip side, a couple of stocks that are losing out. You have TBC that's down close to around 5%. ITI is moved even lower as we speak. Prashant.
Well, lots happening, isn't there? And Reliance, by the way, those positive notes and the damage in the stock, about 1% pop this morning as we start a new session. I mean, this is as flat as they come on the Nifty, right? I mean, less than 5-point change, nothing at all. And you've got the Bank Nifty, which is slightly lower. So that's the start, slightly slow and sluggish.